Well, I got a flame on this. Hello, pipe smoker. Get her turned down here. Just fired up a fresh bowl of some Strauss Tobacconist Morning View that Denali Dave sent, and it is awesome. It's an awesome blend from Strauss Tobacconist. About my second bowl of it today. I'm smoking it in this Aldo Villani. I think this is a Firenze or whatever. I love the shape of this pipe. It's got a small bowl on it, but a thick bowl, sort of in the Dublin angle, but I don't know. You might could call that a Dublin, I don't know. But of course, I love the stem. You have to really watch packing it. But these little small chambers, these small bowls, you almost have to use the Frank method. Because if you don't pack it just right, the draw on this pipe. But if you pack it right, it's hard to beat it, and it's one of my favorites as far as the looks of it, But had a lot going on this weekend. Our son came up for a wedding, and so we was able to spend the weekend with him. He got back on the road this afternoon. Let us know a couple of hours ago that he'd made it home safely, thank goodness. And I always say a little prayer for him when he gets on the road. Watch out for him and take him safely to his destination, It's getting easier to. It's never easy to see him drive off, but of course we were in town when he left. We went to eat a little late lunch, but it's easier than it used to be. Boy, that first year, I would choke back tears when he'd leave, when my boy would leave, but it's getting easier. I still find myself looking in that rearview mirror when we were leaving, glancing back, as far as I could see him, till he got out of sight. But anyway, but we're really pleased with the little girl he's marrying. They're the same age. They'll both be 29. Their birthdays 8 days apart. His is April 18th, and hers is the 26th of April. Mine's the 23rd of April. My dad's is May the 1st. I got two other brothers in April and a sister in April. And my wife's March the 28th. So from March the 28th to May the 1st, there's a bunch of us. It's almost as costly as Christmas then. But overall, it's been a pretty good weekend. I've been working trying to get this. My dad bought me a generator 2 or 3 months ago, and I've been going through this book. Just got it out of the box today, and I was lucky that time we had the ice come through. I said, man, I've messed around here and had unboxed. It's heavy, and I'm putting it together now, going over that owner's manual. But I said, man, here I am. We'll just get this ice. I don't even have the thing out of the box. But I got to use it this weekend on the food trailer out at the Boy Scout camp. I've told y'all about that, and they got a 1,600-acre camp out there, and we're going to go out and do kind of breakfast and lunch. So I've been smoking. This is about the second bowl, I think, of the Strauss Morning View. And then I smoked a couple of bowls of this vanilla. I hadn't smoked this Mac Baren Vanilla Cream in a while, but it's always good to pick that one back up. It's a good one. I'm going to have to hydrate that tin a little bit, though. And I picked up last night another Brick House. I don't keep these in stock. This is how much I've smoked of it. I think this is oh shoot, I don't know which one this is. I don't know, but anyhow, the Robusto is my favorite, but they didn't have it. And y'all give this one a try. This is a good stick. I don't smoke, but maybe 2 or 3 sticks a month. But I'm thinking I may get my wife for my birthday to get me a little inexpensive humidor that'll hold about 25 or 30. Because this cigar was $6.89. I know you can buy it online. You can save over $1, $1.15 or 20 per stick. So 25, you're saving somewhere between $25 and $30, And if I kept them in stock like that, I'd probably smoke a couple of weeks, But it wouldn't take long. It would pay for itself. Little humidor, And, you can find them on Pipes and Cigars. You can get a fair beginner one for around $50, looks to me like. And I'm not going to get very heavy into it because that's just another expensive hobby. But I do enjoy one, and like I say, I can't wait until our brick and mortar gets open. We drove over there after we had lunch with our son, and after he got on the road and looked at it. It's in the location where my dad's old Texaco was on Forsyth Avenue. They tore his station down after he got out of it. He sold it to some people, and they stayed about a year and then got out. Texaco took it back over themselves and made a company-operated store out of it. They tore it down and put up a really upscale convenience store, but it's kind of an odd shape. It's not U-shaped, but the 2 outer buildings come out just a little bit. The store's in the center, and it sits recessed a little bit. Really nice-looking building. On one end is a little sports grill bar type deal. You can get anything in there from from a hamburger to salads, all the way up to a steak. Plus they do a lot of mixed drinks and stuff. It's a sports grill called Trio. On the other end was a bank with a drive-through and everything. The bank's been closed a couple of years. Well, that's where Governor's Pipe and Governor's Cigar and Pipe shop is going in. So. But they got a long ways to go on that thing. Looks to me like. But I can't wait for them to get open. Go over there on Saturday morning some and enjoy a good stick or a couple of pipe bowls and some coffee or something. It'd be nice to be able to buy it in town and not have to order so much of it. He says he's going to carry the Lane Limited and some Mac Baren. He's already got a deal with McClellan, and he'll have some house blends, I'm sure, too. So that'll be. If he carries a Mac Baren, I'll be tickled to death. And the Lane Limited. Dale, I see where you got your BCA and your Lane 1Q and your Mac Baren's Plum Cake. Well, those are 3 of my. I mean, they're keepers for me. I keep every one of those, all 3 of those on hands. I haven't tried the custard, the vanilla custard, or the meat pie. The meat pie is on my list to try. But like I told you in a comment, the plum cake is a great beginner. It's a great one for a beginner to ease into the Latakia based, to the English. Yep. Another shout out to Toy Maker Larry. It's good to see you back making a video or 2. I know you've been down with this stuff. It'd come through this house too, buddy. And my wife had it about like you and Mike Smoking Briar. She had it 4 or 5 weeks. I had it about 15, 16 days. It just was tough to shake. But glad to see you back. Just take care of yourself and keep pouring the fluids to you. The thing about it is that thing will fool you. That sickness, that you'll think you're better. You'll have a good day, and man, it'll hit you the next day and you're back down again. But we're finally all over it. I've got a little trickle, but we're good to see you back. Went in the eye, boy, that Larson pipe, that's sharp. Oh, the Boswells did a jam-up job on that, because I remember that pipe. I've been following you about since you came on YouTube, and shortly thereafter, a week or so after you came on, and I've seen it a couple times, and I remember what it looked like. It was a good-looking pipe then, but it's sharp now. My son left me some new, I don't know all the lingo on vaping, but I had bought a vape pen, and I made the comment to somebody the other day that it hadn't done much for me. Let me rephrase that. It's just like smoking a pipe or a cigar. You got to find what you like. And he brought me up a couple of new tank things and another battery pack, and left me a charger and some juice. And this is honeysuckle. Love it. And another one called salted malty, kind of a toffee. And I found the two that I like. So maybe I'm going to work at getting off these cigarettes a little bit. I've been smoking 32 or 3 years, and it's tough. But I enjoy my cigarette smoking, and but it's just getting to the point. They've got so much crap in them now, so many additives that you got to get off of. My son, and actually my mother too, and I never thought they'd be this way with these. They're so, I guess, thankful for their newfound freedom from smoking. Boy, they're awfully critical of anybody that smokes. They're one of these radicals that I hope I don't get that away. And if I seem to, y'all call me down on it. I never intend to give up a pipe, because I don't inhale a pipe or a cigar anyway. It's more of a relaxation deal. But if you hear me harping on somebody that smokes cigarettes, call me down on it, because I don't like to be bugged about it either. But I know it's bad, but I don't like to be harped on either. He stayed on me about it. So, and my mother is kind of that way too. And they used to not like people to say anything to them about it. But there's nothing worse than an ex-smoker. But we went and had lunch at a new place in Monroe. Some of y'all probably have had these before. Jimmy John's. And I liked it. The only thing we've got around here anymore, we've got a couple of Quiznos left, and a dozen Subways. And Subway is just hard to take sometimes. They're okay, but Subway is just Subway, nothing special. And Quiznos I don't like. Our Slotsky's has been closed now about 7 years, and I like them pretty good. And I liked Blimpie's. Love Blimpie's, especially that Blimpie's Best. And this is not as good as Blimpie's, but it's a whole lot better than Subway. I had the number 5 Vito with original Italian sub with Genoa salami, provolone, capicola, and of course the trimmings. But that's my kind of sandwich. There's another little sandwich shop here called Pickle Barrel, but they've gone way down. I like it. They got one called the Mouth That Roared. I like it. But it comes with Russian dressing. Doggone it, killed another 15 minutes. We'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one, and God bless.